Let's do a brutally honest product review of all my empties. We have quite a lot to go through today. And I have everything in here from skincare, hair care, and makeup. Hi, Mr. Bubs. You want to check it out? So let's get into it. All right, starting off strong, this L'Occitane hand cream. This is their almond hand cream, and it is hand and nail care. This actually helps with your cuticles as well. I have re-bought this hand lotion so many times. Like, L'Occitane, if you're watching this, come on. I love you, girl. I have the minis of these, like the travel size of these. I can't tell you how many times I have repurchased this specific hand cream. I love it so much, and even Josh loves it. He loves the lavender one a lot, but I prefer the almond one. If I can recommend anything out of this video to purchase, if you'd like, it would be this hand cream. Next, we have the Tower 28 SOS spray. I have used this to the bone, and I will say it does work, okay? It does. However, I do believe that there are very similar products for a more affordable price tag. I don't know what the exact price of it is now, and I have found alternative versions for much more affordable prices that basically do the same thing. So yes, I do love this. So if you want to splurge and try this out, I do recommend it. It does work. It is effective in helping with acne and blemishes and everything. Especially when I travel, I really like to use this because my face normally freaks out. But again, there are other versions for cheaper prices. Next, I have this Old Spice Fiji deodorant. This has 0 aluminum, 0 parabens, and 0 compromise. And it had a really good score. Every now and then, I do like to use the, I think it's pronounced the Yucca app or Yucca app. I don't know exactly how you pronounce it. And this did get a good score on there, which is why I bought it in the first place, even though it is technically men's deodorant. However, it smells nice, and it didn't like hurt my armpits or anything, because sometimes I have a reaction to certain deodorants. Personally, for me, it was not that effective. Like after 30 minutes to an hour of wearing it, I could smell my armpits. And I scrub my armpits, okay? I think this deodorant is great if you're looking for something that doesn't have all those chemicals and everything in it. However, for me, it was not effective in keeping my body odor at bay. Getting into a little bit of makeup, I'm gonna be all over the place, okay? So keep up. I have this Tarte Cosmetics Shape Tape Concealer. You know this is a cult classic. This is like what Tarte Cosmetics I think became famous for, was this concealer right here. I do really like this. If you don't like full coverage though, I wouldn't recommend this because this is like a full coverage concealer. I have repurchased this since high school, okay? I do really like this, and I probably will be repurchasing this. I don't normally use this all over my face though. I normally use this like in the corner of my eyes to brighten them, or if there's just really a spot where I'm looking for some extra coverage, then I use this. But I use it very sparingly because the formula is very effective, and you do not need a lot for it to spread and do its job. And this shade that I have right here is 12B Fair Beige. I will say it's a little bit lighter than what I wanted it to be. I ordered it online, so I wasn't quite sure, but I will say that this shade, like I said, because I use it in the corner of my eyes, it does really help with that brightening effect. Another cult classic, it's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I have repurchased this a few times. I do really like it. I think it is just like a good setting spray. However, I will say if you're wanting something to just like stick and glue your makeup down, then I would go for something like this, the One Size Until Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. I would recommend this. Now for like every day, I like this. But if I'm going to like a formal event, or I know I'm gonna be somewhere where I'm gonna be sweating, I would prefer something like this. Just know when you spray it, it's gonna feel like you're spraying hairspray on your face. So what I like to do is I hold my breath and I blow out through my nose whenever I spray this, so that it doesn't go up my nose and choke me. Just know she is intense. She is not. Let's get into a little hair care. So this was actually gifted to me from Vegamour, which I was completely shocked because as a smaller creator, I don't really get PR, but they gave me this and their iconic hair serum. Guys, I'm completely empty. And this is the Vegamour Grow Revitalizing Shampoo and Revitalizing Conditioner. It smells so good. To me, It smells like Pez candy. And my husband commented on it multiple times, like multiple times, that he believed that this made my hair look so much shinier, healthier, better. So I would definitely repurchase this. I don't think Vegamour is available here in Germany, but they were able to ship it to my APO address. So I'm assuming if I wanted to order from their website, I could ship it to my APO address. But just to give a little bit more about this, so this is more of a packaging thing, but with the shampoo, every time I went to open it, it would just blast out because it wasn't a super thick formula. And so if there was one thing that I didn't like about the shampoo, the conditioner was fine, but every time I opened the shampoo, I had to open it like upside down and be careful. If not, I was just gonna get it all over my shower and waste product. And this shampoo and conditioner is not cheap, so I don't want it going down the drain and not going in my hair. So that is the only thing I did not like about the Vegamour shampoo. Now moving on to the Vegamour Grow Hair Serum. This is a 3-month supply. She does come with a price tag, which is almost why I wish they didn't send this to me, because you're supposed to use it every day and I loved it. I suffer from like a dry, itchy scalp a lot of times, which is why I've really changed my hair care routine in the past few months. But putting this on my scalp every day has helped so much with dry, itchy scalp. And now that I've ran out these past couple weeks, my scalp has been bothering me. So I might have to bite the bullet and purchase this. Oh, but she does come with a price tag, but she's so good. Thank you, Vegamour, for sending this to me, but also back to some makeup. I have this Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Flawless Perfect Glow Flawless Foundation. I bought this for my wedding because I did my own makeup for my wedding. And I had been wanting this for a while back before my wedding because I had just heard so many good things about it on TikTok and everything. All these people talking about how great this was. So I finally caved and got it for my wedding. This is shade 5. And I will say that this is amazing, lightweight foundation. It's a little buildable foundation. It isn't full coverage though, I will say that. However, apparently they have changed their formula. So I have the old version of this because I bought this back in 2024. Yeah, that's how long I've had it. I stick to my makeup, okay? So I don't know if the new formula is as good as the old formula. I have heard mixed reviews that the new formula apparently isn't as good. So keep that in mind if you do want to try this out. I don't know what I'm gonna do for a new foundation because this was the one that I loved so much, but I'm nervous to pay that much for a foundation and it not be as great as this one. Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. This was all the rave a few years ago, and again, I've had this for a while. I originally got this for some of my bridesmaids and they said they really liked it, so I finally caved and got myself some, and this is the vanilla one. I do really like it and I do think it's really good at moisturizing your lips. I'm sure that there are other lip butters out there that are just as good, if not better. However, I will say I did like it. I love the flavor. It smells good. It kept my lips hydrated. So if you're wanting to splurge a little bit, then yeah, I would totally repurchase this Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. If you've watched any of my older vlogs, TikToks, anything, then you know how much of a Naturium stan I am. And this is the Naturium, I'm probably mispronouncing this, the Urea 5% Body Serum. I have repurchased this several times now. I really like it. I've recently have been trying to do more body care because I feel like we're always focused on face care, but then we completely neglect taking care of our body as well when it comes to moisturizing and SPF. So I have been trying to do more body serums and everything, and I love Naturium so much. And I do like this body serum. I think I found out recently that they have other ones now too, so I would really like to try those. I would definitely repurchase this. Like I said, I've already repurchased this a few times. Now, the only thing that I don't like, and this is basically anything with a pump, which honestly kind of pisses me off a little bit, is after a while you are gonna have to take it off or cut it because there will be so much product left in here, but it won't go through the pump, which is story of my life with any product that has a pump on it. I think we can do better. Let's create packaging without a pump. Can we create something better is all I'm saying. Great product though. Again, speaking of pumps, I have this Dove Sensitive Hypoallergenic 24-hour lotion soft skin body wash. I always love buying Dove body wash, especially the sensitive one. I always get like the sensitive body wash instead of all the other ones because it normally scores high higher on the Yucca app because it doesn't have a bunch of stuff in it. I do like that this is PETA approved and it's a 100% recycled bottle and 98% biodegradable formula. I also just really like what Dove stands for. Like, I have actually done research papers and stuff like that whenever I was in grad school where I discussed Dove's marketing and like their messaging and stuff. And so I really appreciate what Dove stands for. I will repurchase this body wash. It didn't dry my skin out. I don't like bar soaps because I have tried so many different bar soaps, and every single bar soap I've ever tried, I've even bought like goat milk bar soap, everything. Every single one, I don't know what it is about bar soap, dries my skin out and makes my skin itchy and hurt. I like this body wash because it does not do that to me. Next, I have this Maybelline Eraser Multi-Use Concealer. I think that this is a really affordable concealer and it's a pretty good concealer. I will say though, I hate this applicator. And I hate that you have to just twist it to constantly get it up. I don't know. I don't like it, and it can kind of get everywhere. The formula is nice. However, I don't think I'm gonna repurchase this. Before I got this, I was using House Labs concealer, and I really liked that. I just haven't been able to get my hands on it here. It might be at like Douglas, or if I can find a Sephora. I'm not sure. But I just got this because I had ran out of concealer, and I needed something really quickly. I think it does the job, but it doesn't knock my socks off. I never know if I'm pronouncing this right, but I really do love their products. This Avene, if I'm saying it right, the Avene Hyaluron Active B3 Multi-Intensive Night Cream. We got this at our local apothecary because it was on sale. I do like the packaging. This is glass, and then you kind of twist this and pump. So I like the packaging of this. However, every time I put it on, it burned my skin, and anytime I use a new skincare and it burns my skin, I'm like, great, there goes my barrier. So I didn't like this. Josh didn't like this. I will not be repurchasing this. Maybe that's why it was on sale in the apothecary. I love so many of their products, but this is not it. Now, some good products from them that I love and I repurchase all the time. So I have this Avene thermal water spray. I rotate between this one and the Caudalie one all the time. If you watch my stuff, like, you know, I'm constantly using this. So yes, I would repurchase this. I do love this. I don't know if it actually does anything, but I always like to spray it as soon as I wake up in the morning because my skin always feels just a little bit dry in the morning. Helps me wake up. I like to spray it on throughout the day. I like this and I will repurchase it. I have repurchased it multiple times. Now, probably my favorite product from them that I have repurchased a few times, and I'm probably gonna use this for the rest of my life, I'm not even joking with you guys, is their Sickle Fate cream. I originally saw this as like a TikTok recommendation, and it is a repairing protective cream. I use this a lot in the wintertime because my skin gets a lot drier. I put it on after my moisturizer or anytime. Recently, my skin has been so bad, which I'm gonna talk to y'all about in a minute, but anytime that I feel like my barrier is getting messed up or my skin is just dry for God knows what reason, she comes to the rescue. Moving on. So I have the mini version. I bought this a few years ago. Don't judge me. I have this Rare Beauty highlighter. This is the shade Enchant. It is their liquid luminizer. I really liked it. I'll show it to you. I feel like it's very glowy. Like, look at that. Yeah, it's time for me to finally throw her out because since I've had it for quite a while, she's starting to dry out, which makes sense. Like, had her for a few years. I would repurchase this. I think next time I get it, I would get the regular version, but I do love how cute the mini is, and to just throw in your bag when you're traveling, like, this is perfect. Going along the same lines with highlighter, I have this Charlotte Tilbury highlighter. This is the Beauty Light Wand Easy Highlighter in the shade Pillow Talk. I also really like this, and I've had this for a few years. It's the little travel size. I'm pretty sure this is the one I used for my wedding. I went crazy on Charlotte Tilbury products for my wedding because I believe her daughter posted some wedding makeup tutorials and I went crazy. So the one on top is the Charlotte Tilbury one, and I just think it is great at illuminating. The Rare Beauty one is like a lighter pink. It has more white tones in it, I feel. And I feel like this one has more kind of, I don't want to say copper, rose gold tones in it. So I definitely would rebuy this. I do know, obviously, the Rare Beauty and Charlotte Tilbury, they're a bit higher price points when it comes to highlighter, which is why I bought the travel size ones to test them out first. But I would rebuy these. I do really like them, and I think they're a great formula. Next, I have this Bioderma Hydrating Toner. Yeah, moisturizing toning lotion is what it says. I really like this. I've never really heard of Bioderma before moving here to Germany. I think it's more of a French brand though. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I don't think I really see it a lot on the shelves here. So I did buy this when I was in France. I really liked it. It didn't dry my skin out. It was just nice to use. So I probably would repurchase this just because I have been trying a new toner recently and it has not been going well. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you can see it, but my skin has been breaking out so bad recently. I am very fortunate to where I don't really break out a lot, and if I do, it's normally just 1 or 2 pimples. So for me, having pimples, especially down, I never get pimples on my chin. So this is not normal for me. But I will say that recently I've had a lot of changes in my skincare routine and just trying to test things out because I'm not super loyal when it comes to skincare and hair care. It takes a lot for me to be like, okay, this is an OG product. I'm always gonna repurchase it. So like this Sickle Fate cream, Aquaphor, Vaseline, those will always be in my routine no matter what. So I have been trying to just find skincare and hair care where I'm like, this is a repurchase for the rest of my life. This might be, because she didn't cause me any problems, and since I stopped using her, I now have this. So I recommend. Same thing with this Bioderma face wash. Well, this is all in French. So this is like a gel face wash. It was really lightweight and I really liked it. It didn't dry my face out or anything. I could use this in the morning and at night. I probably would repurchase it because, again, I have switched up a lot in my skincare routine recently and my face is not loving it. So I'm actually gonna try a new skincare routine, which I will share with you guys in a minute. But yes, I would repurchase this face wash just because it wasn't super irritating or anything and it didn't really dry my face out, because there are some face washes I use where my skin just feels tight and hurts afterwards. She does not do this. So for the longest time, I thought this was a moisturizer in SPF in one, but I think it's just an SPF. So I guess for the last like 5-6 months, I haven't been moisturizing my face in the morning. It is this La Roche-Posay SPF 50, or at least I think it's SPF 50 UVA. I don't know. I did really like this. I liked the formula for an SPF, and I do like the packaging. It's like recyclable packaging. Like, this isn't plastic. This is actually like a thick paper, which I really appreciate. Y'all know how I like packaging that isn't made out of plastic. I would repurchase this as a face SPF. However, I just made a few purchases on German Amazon recently because I found this creator on TikTok. Her name is Natalie O'Neill. I think she's based in the UK or something, but her skin looks absolutely flawless, stunning. So I went through like her morning and evening skincare routine and I made a few purchases. I didn't buy everything yet since I still have some eye creams and stuff, and I was like, I'm not gonna buy new stuff when I already have said stuff. So I'm hoping once I start testing out her skincare that my skin will chill out and go back to normal. So I will have to let y'all know. One of the sunscreens she recommended was like a Korean sunscreen. Next I have this Pantene Smooth and Silky Hair Mask. I bought this at TK Maxx about a year ago just because I was like, all right, I don't ever do a hair mask, let me get one. I think it did make my hair silkier. I don't know if they have this version anymore, but I did just buy a new Pantene hair mask because if you've heard of the Abby Young method, which is another creator on TikTok where she's really known for her hair care, she recommends Pantene hair masks. So I did repurchase a Pantene hair mask. I do recommend it. And they're super affordable. Like, I paid $5.99 for this. The Byoma Milky Toner. I got this when I was back in the US visiting the US because I had seen Byoma all over my TikTok page and I was like, let me give it a shot. And they're pretty affordable from what I can remember. I did really like this Milky Toner. I used it sparingly just because sometimes, again, like, my face can freak out depending on the product. So if you are an acne prone person, I probably wouldn't recommend this, but I did really like it, and I did like to use it before I put foundation on because I felt like my foundation and makeup went on a lot smoother whenever I did use this. So I do like this, but I feel like there's so many milky toners on the market now because it became such a viral thing, like with the Road Milky Glaze and everything. So I don't know if this is the best on the market. I liked it, so if you want to give it a try. Unfortunately, I can't get it here. They don't sell Byoma here. I believe it is pronounced Hask, but this is the Argan Oil Repairing 5-in-1 Leave-In Spray. Conditions and detangles. I did like this. Josh also used this on his hair. I like to spray this on my hair whenever I don't feel like putting a serum in my hair or anything. I originally bought this for like our beach vacations to spray in my hair after being in the water. So I really liked that. It didn't knock my socks off, but I do feel like it helped me whenever I felt like my hair was a little bit drier or something. I would just spritz it on there. So, and it was super affordable from what I can remember too. Next is the CeraVe Intensive Hydrating Cream. I think it's in German. So I bought this back in the winter time because I had ran out of my Naturium body butter. And again, they don't sell Naturium here. They sell Naturium in the UK, but not here. So I got this and I really liked it. I've used pretty much all of it. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have a fragrance or anything. So if you have sensitive skin, I would probably really recommend this. I like to only really use this at night though, after I do all my other stuff because it is super hydrating and it can be a little greasy. But for me, I love feeling like a glazed donut before I go to bed. So I do like this. I would rebuy this, and I don't think it was super expensive either. I never know if I'm pronouncing this correctly. As you can tell, there's a lot of things where I'm like, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But it is this Mario Badescu lip mask in watermelon and basil. I have been using it for a while. I didn't actually buy this. When I was back visiting the US, my friend and I, she booked us a facial at a Mario Badescu location. Again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I do remember when this brand specifically went crazy viral, like when I was in high school. I don't see a lot of people talking about it anymore. I probably wouldn't rebuy this lip mask. I think it did the job, and if you like watermelon flavor, you would probably like this. But there are so many lip masks on the market now that I feel like there's ones that do the exact same thing, if not better. So I use it because I got it as a sample from my facial, but I would not rebuy this. Last but not least, I know we have had a lot of products to go through and I have been yapping quite a bit with you guys, but I love sharing my product empties and my reviews and everything. I mean, I'm not an esthetician or hairstylist or anything, but I have an opinion. So again, Josh and I have been trying to find kind of cleaner but effective products, and at the BX, we were checking out Farmacy because I have heard good things about it. I've seen it on my For You page. I like that it comes in glass packaging. I'm always trying to find skincare and stuff that comes in glass or aluminum or just recyclable packaging. So I was really drawn to that. I wanted to test it first, which is why I got this little travel size, because she does come with a price tag. So this is their Honey Halo Moisturizer Cream, and to me it does smell really good. It smells like honey, and I am someone who loves honey. You may as well call me Winnie the Pooh because I'm obsessed with honey. I did really like how thick this one was. This is something that I would prefer to wear at night. I normally like to use a lighter moisturizer during the day and a thicker moisturizer at night. I would probably repurchase this, but again, the problem is that I recently have tried so many new skincare products that I don't know which ones specifically are causing these breakouts that I'm having right now. So I don't know if it's this, I don't know if it's my new face wash. We're in a bit of a dilemma. This did have a good rating on Yucca. I do like how thick it is. I do like the smell of it. I would probably repurchase this, but again, she does come with the price tag for the full-size version, so that's the only thing holding me back right now. So that is my product empties review. Those are all my empties I have right now. I'm so bad at just throwing them away because I forget that I like to do videos like this. I know I don't normally do videos like this. I tend to do more my life abroad, being American in Germany, but every now and then I do love to share makeup, skincare, everything like that. So definitely let me know in the comments if you enjoy videos like this or want me to do more videos like this. Also, we are going to the Netherlands this weekend. We are taking a road trip to the Netherlands, which I cannot wait. I've never been to the Netherlands before. We're hoping to see the tulips and everything like that. So be on the lookout for that vlog. I'll probably be posting that vlog next Sunday. Also, the other day, Josh did book us some trips, and I cannot wait. I'm gonna have to take you guys along on those. So in May, we're going on 2 trips, which I am so fortunate to even be able to say that. But in May, we are going to Portugal to go hiking and whale watching, which insane to even say that. And then we're also going to Italy, but we're going to like the coast, not the Amalfi Coast, but we'll be on like a beach vacation. And beach vacations are my favorite. And I will be vlogging all of those trips, because I love just documenting all the trips that we go on and be able to look back on it. And I love just sharing with you guys, like if you're wanting to travel recommendations, anything like that. Anyways, before I go on a completely new tangent and get completely off topic, I hope you enjoyed this video today, guys. And some of these products are on my Shop My and Amazon storefront and LTK if you prefer to shop on there as well, if you're wanting to check them out. They are affiliate links, so I may receive a commission from those, just to let you know. And I'm also on TikTok and Instagram if you want to follow me on there and follow my journey, traveling, life abroad, everything like that. I share just about every day on there. But I love you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.